Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a ginormous drugstore haul for you guys. So in the month of July, I decided I was going to branch out and start trying more drugstore products. I heard a lot of really good reviews about a lot of different things, and I just thought that I would give them a try because most of the time I had only steered towards high end. And so I thought that I would try some of these out. And so July, I have hauled a lot of affordable drugstore products. So everything that I'm going to talk about is super duper affordable. You can find it at almost any drugstore. A couple of these things I did have to pick up at Ulta. A couple of these I have already tried out. Like I said, it's been the whole month of July. And some of these are really good, you guys. Like, I'm really excited to share these with you. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that I have to talk about is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I have mine in the shade Soft Ivory, and this is a really nice foundation. The only thing that I have to say about it is it smells strongly of paint, but other than that, the wear is great, it applies great, and it gives a pretty decent coverage. And so it's less than $5, and I think that this has been great. So the next product is this Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Color Corrector. I got mine in the green color corrector just because some days I do have a lot more redness around my cheeks and my chin and like between my eyebrows. So I got this to kind of check it out. I've only used it once and I didn't really notice that much of a difference, but I'm going to continue using it and we'll see how it goes. So staying on the topic of color correcting, I picked up one of these Maybelline Master Camo color correcting pens. And I got mine in the peach shade, and it is supposed to cover dark circles under the eyes and dark spots. And I got mine for like my really dark freckles that like no foundation seems to cover up. I don't typically like super full coverage foundations. Like, I like some of my freckles to peek through and things like that, just because like I have a lot of freckles on my chest and on my shoulders, and I just think it looks weird to have like freckles over my body and then just like a clean slate face. And so I like some of my freckles to peek through, but I do have some like really dark freckles, and while I want some of my freckles to peek through, like I would like those ones to not be so intense. And so I got this to try to cover them up. I'm wearing it today. Like, I have like a lot of dark freckles here and a few on my forehead and just like one or two over here, and while you can't really tell on camera that much, it really didn't hide them that well, especially the ones on my forehead. So I don't really know if I'm going to be keeping this or not, just because I don't have dark circles. Like, I almost never have dark circles under my eyes, so there's really no point in me having this if it's not going to cover up what I intended it to. Okay, so the next thing is bronzers. The first thing that I got was the Butter Bronzer in the shade Light. I do have the darker one, but it was pulling a little bit too orange on me, and I honestly thought that I already had the light one, but I didn't. And so when I discovered that, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna go get the light one. And I did, and this is so much better. It has a way better undertone to it, and I've only tried it out a couple times, but it definitely didn't leave an orange cast on my face. The next bronzer I have to show you guys is the Essence Sun Club bronzer, and mine is the one for lighter skin. And this actually is pretty orange. I was surprised by it online. It didn't look orange at all, and then when I got it in, it's still like, just looking at it, seems like it would be a really nice tan shade. And even when I swatched it on my arm, it didn't pull that orange, but when I put it on my face, it was pulling very orange, and I was really surprised by that. And so I even tried going in with a much lighter hand using a less dense brush, and it still was quite orange. I have this on today, but I put hardly any on at all, just because, like I said, I didn't want it to pull so orange. So I am a tiny bit disappointed in this, but I want to keep trying it out. Okay, and then the last bronzer I have to talk about is this Milani Bronzer XL All Over Glow. And this actually has like two sides to it. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell. There's like a line down the middle, and one side is a little bit lighter than the other side. And at first I thought that one side had glitter in it and the other side doesn't, but I still don't know if you guys can tell. It actually has glitter on both sides. Next up is highlighters. I absolutely love highlighters. I was not too big on them until just a couple of months ago, probably the start of the summer. I started getting into highlighters. Before that, I had never worn a highlighter. I had never contoured my face or anything. And since I've gotten on the bandwagon, I haven't been able to stop. I've just been going highlighter crazy. And so the first one that I picked up is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette. And it looks like this. It has 4 different shades in it, and I think it was like $6. So I thought that that was really, really nice because, I mean, 4 highlighting shades for only $6. This one right here does pull very pink, and so it is way, way too dark for my skin tone. But I think that this one would be a really nice blush topper. And then these two are both golds. This one, as you can see, is a much lighter gold than this one, and then this one is just a really pale pink. And so either I have been going in with just one of the golds, or I've been mixing these two right here, and it just gives a really nice peachy glow when you mix that light pink and the gold. And so I've really been enjoying this. I am like really glad that I found this because I've been to the drugstore a ton of times this month and I hadn't seen it yet, and one day I went to Walmart and it was just sitting there, and so I picked it up and I'm really happy I did. The next 2 highlighters are also by Wet n Wild. They are the new Mega Glow highlighting powders. They look like this. I spoke about them in my July favorites, and I got the shades Blossom Glow and Golden Flower Crown. So this one's just a really nice light pink, and then this one is a darker gold. And these are just like the other 2 shades that they had previously had before they launched the new ones. The formula is the same. It's really silky and smooth. It applies nicely. I find that it doesn't emphasize any texture or anything like that. And I have only used this pink one just maybe 1 or 2 times, but the gold one I've been using quite a lot, and I've just really been liking these. Next is the Maybelline Master Chrome by Face Studio. It's the Molten Gold shade. It is the only shade that they have right now. When I first looked at this, I thought that it would be way too dark for my skin tone. It is a very, very dark gold. And then I had even, when I brought it home, I had swatched it on the back of my hand, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely going to be way too dark. It's very pigmented. When you swatch it with your finger, it is very intense. However, when I find that when I apply it with the brush, it's not as intense, and so it's like this really dark gold. It doesn't just like leave a streak of dark gold on my face. It actually blends out pretty nicely. And then the next 2 highlighters are my favorite highlighters of all time. These are just absolutely beautiful. If you guys know anything that is even close to these, let me know because I really want to check it out. But these are the JCat U Glow Girl highlighters. I had tried the shade White Goddess, and I really liked it. Like, it was very pigmented. However, it had the shift of gold because it looks white in the packaging, and then you can tell that it has like little gold glitters in it, and when you swatch it in the light, it does shift to a gold, but it's like a green gold, and it's very intense, and it did not look right on my skin, which I was really sad to admit, just because it is a beautiful highlighter. It looked beautiful on my sister, but it just didn't look right on me, and so I ended up returning it, but I just ordered these 2. This one is the shade Crystal Sand, and this one is the shade Moonlight, and I do want to swatch these for you guys because these are bomb-ass highlighters. Okay, so this is what the inside of what Crystal Sand looks like. It looks like a little like droplet, and then it has like the ripples coming out from it, and I'm going to swatch it on the back of my hand Look at that, you guys. Like, that is flipping beautiful. It's intense, it's blinding, it's everything that you could ever want out of a highlighter. Well, other than a subtle glow, if that's what you're going for. But this is just absolutely gorgeous. It is just the perfect light gold. The next one is called Moonlight, and it has this really, really pretty geometric pattern on it. This one is a much darker gold, but I find that it still works for my skin. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It just gives this really, really pretty sheen. It's not as glittery as the other one, but I don't find that either of them are just like huge chunks of glitter in them. They're $9.99 and they're some bomb highlighters. So the next thing that I have to share with you guys is an eyeshadow palette, and it is the Hard Candy Look Pro Matte Eyeshadow Palette, and it has this like really pretty raised studded design on it, and then it says Hard Candy down here. And these are some beautiful shadows. At first I was skeptical about it. I mean, I typically don't ever use drugstore eyeshadows, and I've never used anything from Hard Candy before. And I've picked up a couple other lip products from them that you'll see here in a little bit. But I saw this, and I mean, it has white, yellow, pinks, browns, red, blues. Like, it has a lot of different shades in it, and I was just really curious, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised. This like orangey red shade right here is just freaking gorgeous. This yellow right here pulls a weird shade, but this really pretty like stone color is really nice, and I have not used any of the dark colors down here yet. I've just stayed with these colors just because these are great transition shades. The next thing is a mascara, and it is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I know that I'm really late to this game. I know that a lot of people absolutely love this stuff, but I'm like, $3, $4 mascara. There is no way I think that this will work. I got this free with an Ulta purchase, and so obviously I'm gonna try it out, and this stuff is great. It's what I have on my eyes right now, and I think that it works really, really well. It opens and it lengthens. It makes my lashes look really pretty, so I'm actually really happy about this. So the next thing that I have to talk about in the eye category is all eyeliners. The first one I got is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster. The Taylor raves about this all the time on her YouTube channel, and I had wanted to pick it up because of her, and it is okay. I have never tried a liquid eyeliner that has a brush tip. I always use one that have felt tips, and so this is my first brush tip one, and it was tricky at first for me, but the very next time, like, I kind of had gotten the hang of it, and it actually is pretty easy to put on. The only thing that I have to say about this, and maybe I just got an old one or something like that, is the tip of it does not hold very much pigment. When I go to put it on my eyes, I can only get like the very corner, and then the tip runs out of pigment, and I have to like kind of use the rest of the brush, like the thick part of the brush. This doesn't bother me just because I don't really know much in the way of brush tip applicators. But this was actually really nice to get really close to my lashes, and kind of, because the brush is so fine, it was easy to kind of tightline with it a little bit as well. And then I picked up an LA Girl eyeliner for my waterline. It is the LA Girl Glide Gel Liner, and I just got it in the black shade, and this is freaking amazing. This is the best eyeliner that I've ever used for my waterline. This stuff glides on so freaking easy and has a lot of color payoff. I have it in my waterline today, and this stuff is great. And then the last two are these Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencils. So I got a brown one. This is the shade Hot Chocolate. And then I also got their black one that is called Black Fever. And I don't ever really use brown eyeliners, but I kind of wanted to get one to kind of soften up some of my looks on days that I don't want it to be as intense, or if I'm like just kind of going with just a lighter makeup in general, like a really light day makeup. I wanted something that wouldn't be as harsh, and so I did get both of these. I haven't tried them out on my eyes yet. I've just swatched them on the back of my hand. They slid on really easily, so I am happy to try these. Last category is lips, and I have so freaking many lip products to talk about. It's almost embarrassing. And so yeah, don't judge. So the first things that I got are these Wet n Wild First Gel Lip Liners. It says that they're new. I haven't seen them, but like I said, I never shopped a drugstore before. I got these in the shade Plum Together, Bear to Comment, and Gone Burgundy. These are great. These glide on like perfection. They're so freaking easy to use, and I think that these were only $2.50 a piece, and I'm like, well, why not? Why not? Okay, so next are the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lipsticks. These are freaking great as well. I was super impressed, super surprised. Like, these are freaking bomb. These will stay on my lips forever. I mean, I have put these on in the morning and then late at night have like taken a shower. After washing my face and everything, there was still lipstick on my lips. It was kind of hard to remove, but I think that that is worth it to have a lipstick that stays in place all day long, where you don't have to retouch. It doesn't start to get that gross line in the middle of your lips. It doesn't crack. It's comfortable and it's great. It doesn't dry down all the way completely, and it is a little bit sticky, but I don't just sit around all day going, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really bother me. Okay, so I got the shades Dreamer, which is this light pink color, and then I got the shade Heroine, which is this like really bright orangey red color. It's really, really pretty. And then the last shade that I picked up was the shade Loyalist. This really, really pretty pinky nude color. Also from Maybelline, I picked up these Vivid Matte Liquid Lipsticks. I got the shade Nude Thrill and Smoky Rose. I've only used the Nude Thrill one, and I don't really like these, you guys. I don't want to say a lot. Some people really do like these, but I don't enjoy them. I typically don't like anything that's glossy or sticky or that slides around on my lips. Like, I want it to stay in place all day. Typically try to steer away from products like that, and I find that these are all of that. They're a little bit sticky. They don't dry down. They just remind me of a gloss. Okay, so the last Maybelline product that I got is one of their tube lipsticks, and it is in the shade Nude Thrill. That's funny because this one is in the shade Nude Thrill, but whatever. This is a beautiful color. It is a really, really pretty nude shade, and at first I thought that it was going to be too light on me, and it is if I just wear it by itself. It does sort of like look like I have concealer or foundation on my lips, but I'll pair it with that nude lip liner from Wet n Wild, and that completely goes away. It's a really pretty nude. It's really, really nice to also layer on top of other lipsticks, like in the center. If you want to have like a little bit lighter lip color in the center of your lips, this is great for that. Okay, so the next one I have to talk about is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Lipsticks, and mine is in the shade Flame of the Game. It is a really, really pretty orange-red color, and I do own a couple of the other Catsuit liquid lipsticks. I love them. I think that they're a pretty good formula, especially for the drugstore, and I just wanted something really bright for the summertime. Okay, so these are the Hard Candy lipsticks that I was telling you about earlier. The packaging on them is freaking cute. So they're like a matte black, but they have these rhinestones on them. It is so cute and has this like silver part down here that says Hard Candy, and I just saw these and I was like, That is like super cute. So I picked up 2 of them. I got a metallic shade, which is like this grayish metallic shade. These smell really good. Like, they straight up smell like candy. They smell extremely sugary, which is nice at first, but I'm gonna tell you that it does not go away. Like, it takes a couple hours for the smell to dissipate, and by that time, you know, you already need to reapply. So that's the only thing that I don't like about these. Is I like the scent, but after about 10 minutes, I hate the scent. Like, it's just like smelling candy all day long. And then the next shade I got is called Nudist. Oh, sorry, this is in the shade Hit the Pavement. And then this one is called Nudist, and it is just a really pretty pinky nude, of course. So the next brand is one that I've never tried before either. It is the Kokie Professionals. I got one of their liquid lipsticks. This is in the shade Nirvana, and of course, it's a pinky nude. You know, you wouldn't expect anything else. But these are sold at Walmart, and this is not half bad. So this one is actually a really, really pretty nude on me. It looks great. It lasts a long time. It's not drying. And then I got some of their, I guess, tube lipsticks. So they're matte lipsticks, but they're like in these really long tubes. So compared to another tube that's like short and fat, these ones are longer and skinnier. I got the shade Sienna, which is like a brown nude color, and that one is really pretty. That one's a really good nude for me as well. And then the other shade, it doesn't have listed, but it's number 67, and it is just this really pretty bright coral color. It's not really showing up as bright on camera, but this is like almost a neon coral, and it's really, really pretty as well. Okay guys, we only have 5 more to go, and they're all from the same brand. So I just decided to reach out and try Milani. And so I got this Milani tube lipstick, and it is in the shade 61 Matte Naked. And this is a gorgeous nude color. Another pink nude, but I will say this one is a darker pink nude. The formula is amazing. Like, these are so creamy, so nice. They're not drying, and it is matte, so I would definitely recommend these. And then the last 4 are all liquid lipsticks. So the packaging on these is freaking beautiful. It's like this clear, and then it has a gold topper on it, and then all the writing is in a really pretty metallic gold. And so I have been loving these. These are absolutely gorgeous. So I got this really pretty pinky shade. It kind of looks coral on camera, but in real life it is like a really pretty pink shade, and I like it because it's not a hot pink, but it's not a nudie pink, it's not a baby pink, it's a really pretty pink. And this is in the shade Craze. Next one is this really pretty pink, I guess. It's more like a rose color, that's what it is. So it's really pretty, and it is in the shade Loved, and this goes with almost any look imaginable. This one is really, really pretty. The formula of these liquid lipsticks is also great. So I have found that Milani makes some pretty fantastic lipsticks all around. And so this one is really nice. And then I got this really, really pretty pink nude, but it is more, it has a little bit of gray in it, so it's like a gray pinky nude. But this is outstanding. This is such a pretty, pretty color on my lips. It's gorgeous. It's a really light nude, but it doesn't wash me out. It has just enough gray pink in it to just be a really outstanding nude, really comfortable, and the shade is adorable. And then the last one is one of their metallic liquid lipsticks. This is intense, but it is so pretty. It's like a nude rose gold color. It sounds weird. I'll swatch it. It is just absolutely amazing. And the smell of these, by the way, is fantastic. Like, they smell like buttercream frosting, but not in a sickening way. Like, it smells really good. But here is that shade. As you can see, when it hits the light, It's like really metallic, but it's like a really pretty rose gold color, and I have not found many lipstick shades that are like this. This was the first metallic lipstick I have ever bought, ever tried, and I've really been enjoying this. And this is in the shade Chromatic Addict. Yeah guys, that was everything. I know it was a lot, especially the lip products. I'm freaking addicted. It's whatever. I've already come to terms with it. But let me know if you guys have tried any of these products, or if you guys have any other recommendations for me, any other colors you think I should try out, or anything like that. I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!